Howdy y'all, and welcome back to I Am Abled because I Am is Able. So today I wanted to give you a tiny bit of an update before we go back and get things kind of out of order in my videos. First of all, if you are following me on my Facebook or if you actually read the description in my last video, I had some stuff come up that really threw me and my family for a loop, and I haven't been able to edit or even film anything pretty much since around July 4th weekend. There are films or vlogs that I have already filmed, and I'm hoping to be able to edit and present to you soon, but I don't know exactly when or if my video editor will actually work for me to present those to you. But I am wanting to work on them shortly. So what happened? Well, firstly, my grandfather got very sick and passed away, which threw me for a whole lot of grief. And then, about the day after his memorial, I got extremely sick with pain, and I was bedbound for over a week. If you watched the last video, you will also have noticed that I was in a collar and in a hand brace, and that is because I was in so much pain. That was one of my better days that week, actually. So, this is not to be talking all about sad stuff. Obviously, I didn't even talk about those sad things very deeply because I want to talk to you about something good today. I want to talk to you about some of my blessings today, despite the grief, despite the sickness, despite the pain. There's been a lot that has thrown me for a loop. There's been a lot that has made things very inconvenient and difficult to deal with. But, as you may have noticed, if you have been following along, I have challenged myself this year, especially, to think on the things of Philippians 4:8. So, I don't want to dwell on just the bad things that have happened. I want to talk to you about some good things today. Good things today. You might have noticed you can see my whole body instead of just my face. Well, I got a cool piece of equipment at the beginning of the lockdown, and I am finally set it up in my backyard to use it. It's not permanently in my backyard. Hopefully I'll be able to use it for my Christmas videos too, and I'm able to start the video remotely, and so I'm able to be back here. Hopefully you can still hear me well. I'm going to test that as well. We'll see how this works, but it's kind of nice so that I don't just look like hair and a head. Secondly, today, some of the best blessings that I just really had to share. This weekend, I did a lot of trying clothes on from my past and seeing what fits and what doesn't, and deciding what to possibly give to Goodwill, Salvation Army, whatever. And in the process, I came across these awesome pants. They're kind of a retro, harkening back to the 40s through the 50s. And I haven't really worn them since I got them, but I have lost weight during the whole COVID thing, the lockdown, whatever you want to call it, because of some illnesses I've had. And so most of my pants aren't fitting how I would like. And these pants not only fit perfectly, but as we are heading into a heat wave right now, they are also perfect for the heat wave because they are cool and comfortable in the heat, and they also protect my legs from the air conditioning in the house, so I don't get too cold in the house and too hot outside. They are perfect, and they fit perfectly. So that is a huge blessing, and that might sound funny to you, but to me, that's big stuff. Secondly, in no particular order, actually this is probably what I'm happiest about right this moment. It has been a rough year. I guess one would say most of my years are rough years, but it's kind of felt like I've been holding my breath for a long time due to a lot of things that have happened this year. And I was so blessed with a lot of Christian artists and worship leaders doing live concerts and videos on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram since the lockdown, and that really helped my heart. And for my mom's birthday last week, Matthew West did a paid concert, $10 for whatever household watched it. And we bought it for my mom for her birthday. It was the day before her birthday, so that was pretty exciting. And I realized when I was listening to it, like really able to turn up the volume and listen, my heart felt so much more involved, and I felt myself like tears of joy, being so into worship and to music again. And so today, one of my favorite things that happened today was that my parents actually had a few errands to run for the car's sake, and groceries, I think. I don't remember. And this hasn't happened very often at all since the lockdown, but it did happen today. And so I was able to put on my Kindle and plug it into one of my big speakers, and I cranked up the music, and I just felt the music and was able to dance, to sign. I do American Sign Language sometimes, though I'm not fluent in it, for anyone wondering. And I was able to just really be present in the moment and worship God in a way that I haven't felt in so long. And it felt like breathing again. If that makes any sense, I don't know. But I just wore this giddy grin on my face the entire time. It was so wonderful, so needed, and I'm so grateful for even having a short moment like this. Why is this so meaningful to me? Well, honestly, I haven't had the strength for more than a moment in probably the last 3 years to do something that intensive. And by 3 years, I mean since my fall, when I hurt my neck. And I was able to actually enjoy this moment for about 6 to 7 songs. For me, that is huge. And I wasn't sitting there going, I'm going to pay for this later. Now, I did afterwards, a little bit. But instead of dwelling in that moment of, I'm going to pay for this later, I brought that to God, and I asked for His wisdom on how to recover from this if I did damage myself in any way. But I also lifted up the gratitude and being able to have even a moment of this, because this is something I haven't been able to do in ages. Sit and enjoy His presence and worship Him and be thankful for this. Not just listening to music, not just singing words, not being empty, and not straining for the moments, but being present and worshipful. And I can't begin to tell you how freeing and beautiful and blessed-filled that was. So I wanted to share this before I forget it. I have another video I plan on making today, which is why you see my Bible next to me. But I just wanted to take a moment and share a blessing with you, because I don't know if I'll remember this tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be regretting this at all tomorrow, but I don't want to regret it so much that I miss the amazing blessing that it was. So, yeah. What is something recently that you have had the ability to do that you maybe never thought you did, that you could? I don't know if that made sense. What is something that's been harder for you to do during this season that you want to get back to doing? Those are my questions for the day. For any of you who have commented before but haven't been able to lately, as long as I don't label it made for kids, which most of them aren't, because I don't consider these made for kids, you should be able to comment now, and I'm actually able to see them when I go to my studio page. So I should be able to respond to them, unlike in the past where they were hidden comments and I wasn't able to respond to them for over a year. So comments should be fixed, I hope. Just remember to keep them in love, please. Thank you very much. If you've watched this far, you're awesome. God bless y'all. Ciao for now. Bye.